Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This time we will talk about Micah Bell and discuss if he is the most hated character in video game history. This will be done by looking into his actions and behavior throughout the game, general opinion and reactions on him of the gamers worldwide, and on my own personal opinion of him. Let us begin. Micah Bell was introduced as a brash character into the game, simple, dangerous, scrappy looking. He was often seen wearing a black or brown leather coat, black or blue shirt with a red vest. Micah didn't have any remorse for the events that transpired in Blackwater, even though he was somewhat guilty of deaths of a few gang members. What is more, he killed almost half of the population of Strawberry in pursuit of his revolvers, and dragged Arthur into the whole mess. Arthur himself said that Micah was insane. He never liked him from the beginning, which was understandable considering Micah's behavior. At the camp, Micah would flirt with women, Abigail in particular, and he would do it forcibly. Majority of the women felt disgust towards him. He was a racist. He would often address Charles and Lenny as darkies. He even told Javier to go back to Mexico. Micah would insult Arthur. First he used to call him cowpoke, and then later in the game he called him black lungs, referring to Arthur's tuberculosis that he contracted prior to that. There were even implications that he had killed a camp's dog, because he would often kick him around and eventually the dog would disappear, never to return. Micah made fun of the religion and the religious people, saying that they were parasites who would use religion to control others. He referred to Reverend Swanson and Molly O'Shea as parasites who did nothing to contribute to the gang. Micah acted as a devil on Dutch's shoulder, planting suspicious thoughts into him. He made him believe that everyone was out there to get him, that he couldn't trust anyone, not even Arthur. He became Dutch's right-hand man and his muscle. Let's now move on to the second point of our discussion. I believe that the entire gaming community despised Micah for all of his actions throughout the game, especially after the events that led to the protagonist's death. This has been seen through reactions to that one scene we all know about. People were literally crying, and one could see the hatred in their eyes for this particular character. The only thing that everyone wanted was to see him dead, before Arthur died. That way they would be more at peace. But that's why the epilogue is a must-play. Very clever from the game developers, I must say. Finally, my opinion on him was that he was raw, unscrupulous, emotionless even. I have tried to find one instance in the game where he did something good, and it was impossible to find it. The only time I remember he did something nice was when he gave Arthur a new rifle as a gratitude for getting him out of jail. But even that was done on false pretenses, because he wanted to gain Arthur's trust, so he could betray him later. Other than that, there were only pure evil actions coming out of him. He was intelligent, because he would do anything to save his own skin. For him, survival of the fittest was all that mattered. He didn't care about right or wrong. He didn't believe in morality. Micah took advantage of Dutch's decaying mental health and turned him against everyone else. Of course, it was not all his fault. One could argue that the majority of the blame for that goes onto Dutch. But he did plant seeds of doubt. So, is he the most hated character in video game history? Well, I cannot say for certain that he is or isn't, but he is up there for sure. All I know is that I couldn't stand that guy in the game from the moment I saw him. I knew there was something off with him. His entire demeanor was dark. His physical appearance, the way he talked, everything he did throughout the game. It spelled trouble, and trouble he was. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching another video of mine. I hope you have found it satisfying and that you enjoyed. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time.